Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Jaycee Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New music so funny. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Jaycee Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that's Let's Talk Football. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special guest, my resident Carolina Panthers insider, the man, the myth, the legend, Jared Spencer, my brother. What's the word? You see what's going on, man. Let's go. That Carolina Panther blue, baby. Let's go. Yo, so check it out, man. We're here on this beautiful day in Herndon. This Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to my brothers, my father, all of y'all that out here doing your thing. Appreciate you. More love to you for sure. But hey, like I said, I am live with my brother Jared Spencer, and we're here doing a season preview, talking about the team that he loves, his Carolina Panthers, post Cam Newton. How I mean, you've had a year without Cam. How do you feel, man?
Man, I don't feel great. I'm not gonna lie. Without Cam, it is hard. Even, every good team has their struggles as a team, and regardless of Cam's struggles, I think all the Panthers fans could believe in him and have faith that even if we lost, he still has that charisma to get us back next week. And so there's a lot more we're losing than just Cam's athletic ability. We're losing his personality, his charisma, his leadership. And so right now we're kind of searching for our new person, and it hasn't been the easiest, but got to move on.
Yeah. Now, and we're gonna talk about his replacement in a little bit, because my boy, who I thought did y'all good. What are we doing with this? My brother's in here. My other brother wants to show his little New York Giants thing. I told you I was gonna show that to you, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. We're gonna have an interview with him a little bit later. But while I have you right now, last time you were on the show, we were talking draft. Ladies and gentlemen, my man Jared, my brother, was on our draft special. Got to call out the eighth pick of the draft, and number one defensive player off the board, corner for the South Carolina Gamecocks, Jaycee Horn. Are you excited? Like, how do you feel about that pick?
More defense is always good, especially how hyped up he was. Lockdown corner, hopefully.
Yeah.
Barring any injury or any unforeseen bust that he might be. I'm optimistic. Obviously, I wanted a quarterback. I wanted Justin, but a good player is a good player is the way I look at it for right now. I'm upset.
Was that an area of need for you guys?
What, corner?
Corner, yeah.
Yeah, we lost James Bradbury to them.
To the Giants,
who actually turned out to be better, unfortunately. And then we have Deontay Jackson, who's a very fast corner, who seems to be pretty good. He's pretty much our number one. But Jaycee Horn will probably replace him and lock down whoever the number one receiver of the team would go against. Having two solid corners is always good. I think history tells us that. And we have a good safety in Jeremy Chin, who had a standout year last year, moving all over the secondary. So our secondary is looking very powerful right now. I'm just afraid of what we gave up to get him because we didn't get a quarterback, and that's more important in my opinion. But
now, so you said you weren't upset. So you said you were upset? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You said you were upset, but was that the pick? Is that what you wanted? A quarterback? Did you want to pick up a quarterback?
Yeah, we wanted Justin Fields. I wanted Justin Fields. We need that kind of Cam character. We need someone with his ability, someone with his stature. We didn't get that.
Are y'all recording?
Yeah.
Going good.
Yeah, so that's what we needed. Obviously, front office thought differently and got Jaycee Horn. Win some, lose some, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, again, Jaycee Horn was the first guy picked off the board. Jaycee Horn is a solid corner. DBU is. I have a friend of mine that went to South Carolina. He said they breed defensive backs over there. So I love that. I think he's going to be a great pick. But again, you're absolutely right. Now, on Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable, a lot of my guys that I talked to, because I said get a quarterback. Why not get a quarterback? Because I said, okay, you don't have Teddy Bridgewater. You let him go. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
See, my brother's gonna be on the show later. If you don't know, this is the fan. He's a fan of the New York Giants, the football Giants. But we gonna get to you because you already been on air twice. All right, so we're gonna get to you.
My agent has not.
Okay, here we go. So yeah, but see, so that's my thing. I thought that Bridgewater's out. I didn't know who your backup was. I know you put all that time into Darnold, and everybody was saying, "Oh, they put all this money into Darnold," but you still need a backup. You still need somebody like. So, do you understand the mindset of? I mean, the best corner on the board, or was it? What are y'all doing?
I don't know. I guess so. The best way I can rationalize it is let's build an all-star defense, and then we can worry about offense, or just have our defense carry us through. Right. We all remember when in 2015 we went to Super Bowl. Kuechly was anchoring the middle.
Yes.
We had K'Wan Shore. We had Thieves Avenue, which is where our secondary was called. We had Coleman, Josh Norman at his height. So, great defense gets to championships, can win championships. So I can understand that. But I think it's a more pressing need because, again, at the other side, we had Cam on the other side. And everything Cam brings, not only, as I said before, not only physically and, in his quarterback skills, but with the charisma he brings, right? So I understand it, but I don't think it was the best choice. We got Will Greer from what's that team? Not Wake Forest.
Michigan? The quarterback from West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yep.
We drafted him last year, I believe. Didn't seem like he panned out. He played like one game, nothing spectacular. We had PJ Walker, I believe. He came from the now defunct XFL.
You're absolutely right.
And he played, I don't even know, maybe like a couple games filling in for Teddy Bridgewater, and he was pretty darn good. Yeah. The problem that I'm having is since we don't have a number one before we brought in Sam Darnold, why not get Justin Fields and create a giant competition? We need to have a competition to find our new guy. Cam, love him or hate him, is big shoes to fill. Yeah. This is someone that we need to replace and it's a hole that we need to address instead of, in my opinion, getting a star defensive player, which probably isn't gonna bring us home, especially in his first year. So that's my argument. I just think it's priority. That's it, and I think we got out of priority.
But that's perfect. That's absolutely. And we apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The crew, our sound people are a little loud with it right now, but honestly, that leads right into the next thing, because that was my question. You had a solid quarterback in Bridgewater. Even if you don't think Bridgewater is your number one, he's still the best backup in the league, if that's what you're going to mark him as. But for you to get rid of him and then get Darnold in here, and then, like you said, you have Will Greer as your backup, and PJ Tuck, what's his name? PJ Walker. I've seen him play in the XFL and all that. He's a decent quarterback. Yeah, I get it, but he's not. To lean on. I don't know. So that's my question. First of all, how would you feel about that move? Bridgewater. You liked Bridgewater, right? No.
I was optimistic about Bridgewater coming in, and then I saw him play. I lost my hope. Yeah. I don't think For me, Bridgewater he kind of has a sob story behind him, right? And I understand and I feel bad, but it's different when it's your team. It's like, oh man, I wish the best for that guy. Yeah. And then he comes to become your quarterback. Like, hold on, I want to win though, you know?
Right.
So I don't really Bridgewater going out for Darnold in. I feel confident in only in theory, but I don't think you play football in theory. I don't think you play with guesses, with unsureties. I think that's why so many teams draft in positions that you think they don't need, because I think you find the guy until he's proven he's the guy. You know, keep looking for.
So are they even? So they even out essentially? Like
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because with on paper results, I will say, like we talked about before the show, there's the whole Ryan Tannehill being under Adam Gase, I believe. Gase. And saying that, you know, that's a reason for why a quarterback isn't doing well. You know, the Jets' whole organization has been through turmoil, and it maybe didn't bring out the best in whoever was drafted. So we'll have to see. You know, this is truly, as the internet is calling it, Sam's perfect second chance, right? He has all the weapons necessary, a great defense behind him. All he has to do is play. And so I guess we'll see what happens. I'm optimistic, but at the end of the day, like I just said, it's still in theory. So we'll see.
And that's the thing, because honestly, when I first looked at it, it was the first thought that I had was, dang, man, Bridgewater's going to another place like that. But I get that, because from looking at it from afar, it's like, dang, I wish the best for him. Yeah. But I don't really know that you know what I mean? Like, he's not the guy that I'm going to be like, oh, we left, we're moving on. Okay, well, you know what I mean? So I completely agree with you on that. And the Adam Gase thing, I'm hoping that Darnold being with Gase was the only thing. I mean, he had good days in New York. And he's going to be reunited with his old guy, Robbie Anderson, which is great. And another thing, moving on, CMAC is back. So, I mean, that might help him. Like, I mean, first, it will help him immensely. It'll help anybody immensely. You know what I mean? And unfortunately for Bridgewater, I mean, that's the way the kind of things play out. But him not having CMAC just does so much for your team. Leads your team in rushing. I think last time he played full season, he led the team in receiving, didn't he? You mean CMAC is top 3, if not arguably the best back in the league. So what does this mean for your team having him back?
It's everything, man. Especially having, you know, they talk about rookie quarterbacks having security blankets. When Cam first came in the league, it was Steve Smith for him. And just having that guy you can go to. Obviously, Darnold's not a rookie, but he's a rookie in the system, essentially, a rookie in our building. So having a reliable running and receiving back who can, you know, possibly flex out and relieve pressure, and you can dump out into the flat and just do so much more for you, get your confidence up. I think, again, as I said before, if Darnold does not do well here, it seems like it's going to be on him, because with CMAC in your backfield, aside from DJ Moore, aside from, you know, the receivers we got from LSU and every other weapon we have on offense, CMAC is behind you to catch everything that doesn't go to anyone else, right? So handoff, catch. It's incredible that he's back, and now it's just up to Darnold. Let's see what he's going to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. Yeah, because like I said, CMAC top 3, you know, top 5 player in the league, top 3 back, arguably the best back in the league. Definitely number 1 draft pick in fantasy football. Coming to you soon. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, definitely a number 1 draft pick for that. CMAC is a game changer. CMAC is, and he's going to elevate your team. He's going to elevate your core. He's going to take a lot of pressure off Darnold. So hopefully that'd be great for Darnold. Hopefully that would be good for him. You know, but again, how worried are you that he might relapse? How worried are you about the injury? It's different because he had the injury at the beginning of last year, so he kind of rehabbed, did get in a little bit. Yeah, he did get in a little bit, and then you know, kind of was back down. Are you worried about that at all? Kind of like Saquon in New York. Are you worried about that?
Yeah. As far as I know, we don't have a backup. We just lost. I'm blanking on his name, but he went. Our last running back who took over for CMAC.
Davis, Mike Davis.
Yeah. Went to the Raiders, I believe.
Yep.
And so, losing CMAC again, especially in this year of like transition, and this year of trying to find the guy, it would be a crazy blow. Same thing as losing Saquon was for New York. Plus and then some, because he did so much receiving and things of that nature. Am I afraid? Yeah, I'm about as afraid as you can kind of be. Yeah, because I'm more afraid of the quarterback situation.
Right.
My thing about football in general is I'm willing to die with my team, but I don't want to die on a hill that we made for ourselves when we could have picked a better hill to die on. You see what I'm saying? If we got Justin Fields and he was super rusty the entire season, but whether we saw glimpses, I'm so willing to die on that hill because I'm optimistic for the future. And the quarterback is the position that you need to be optimistic for. You need to test out. You need to work out. But losing CMC after our Darnold decision would be just a blow to the chest.
Right. Right. You got the second year coach now. This will be a second year or a third?
No, second year, I believe.
Second year coach, and I like Matt. College guy. Came from Baylor,
Temple. Temple and then Baylor.
And Baylor, yes, Temple and Baylor. He's had success wherever he's been at. This is the year that I think he's going to turn around. I mean, not necessarily turn around, because you had different moments where you guys were good. You had moments where you played well. But it wasn't consistent. So I honestly think with Matt Rule, with this, CMC is the key. I think we can agree on that. If CMC plays a full year and even plays like 50, 65, 70%, he's still head and shoulders above most of the backs in the league and all that stuff. So, so shout out to CMC, man. Hopefully you get better, man. Chris McCaffrey, you're a monster, bro. You're a monster. So straight up, if you watch Washington Football Weekly, other show Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, we did a little prediction on the full schedule this coming year. We have a tougher schedule. We won the division, in a division nobody wanted to win last year, but that's another story. But, so we got this year coming up. I got Jared going to tell me the schedule, and we'll go through and see how we feel about it.
All right, so week 1, we have the New York Jets versus Carolina Panthers.
Rematch.
So you want me to tell you how I feel about each one?
Yeah.
I hope Darnold's the type to hold a grudge. I hope it shows up in his against his old team. Him and Robbie Anderson both coming to Carolina. I hope we demolish them. I don't think I'm not afraid of Zach Wilson. Of the Jets now. His first year, first game, he looks good, but I'm not afraid of him against our veteran defense. I think we should have an up there. And then, I mean, if our offense is working on all cylinders, plus the fact it's the team that, quote unquote, ruined the first 3 years of Darnold's career. Yep. I gotta believe he's gonna ball out that game.
Motivation game, sure.
Yep. Next week after that, we have New Orleans at Carolina. So they're coming here.
They don't have Drew Brees.
No Drew Brees.
Taysom Hill or
Jameis Winston. I'm not afraid of Jameis. No. Kind of Taysom, maybe. Still got a pretty good defense, I believe. They got Lattimore still. Janoris Jenkins is in there.
They let go. Yeah. Okay, that's they let go. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, they let go of some of their guys because of cap issues. So that might be the benefit. And that's also an old NFC South rivalry. You know what I mean? So those games are normally closer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So So what do you think?
Both teams are in transition right now.
Yeah.
Both teams have veterans right now. I think it might be closer than it's been in the past. I don't really know. I'm gonna give it to us just because. But even if we do win, it's gonna be very close, I think, on that one. Then we got Thursday Night Football against Houston at Houston. Not afraid of Houston.
No.
Deshaun's gone.
Out of there.
Tyrod's in there. I wish all the best for Tyrod.
God, Tyrod.
Not afraid of Tyrod.
Shout out to you, Tyrod.
Shout out to Tyrod. Okay. Next week, Ooh, Carolina at Dallas.
W. You see it. W.
They got Micah Parsons in the middle now with Van Der Esch. I don't know. I'm more afraid. Yeah, I'm more afraid of the offense and the defense. Obviously, it'll be close. I don't mind giving that one to Dallas. If Dak's playing like Dak, I don't mind. I think they might have that one. Then we got Philadelphia coming to Carolina. Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, a new tandem. I don't know how good Jalen Hurts is yet.
Right.
Devontae Smith has been hyped up. Let's see if he produces the way he's been hyped up to play. They got Kerrigan. Yeah, that's true.
He's like 5'8".
We got Jaycee Horn should dog walk him and put him in the ground.
Right.
Brian Kerrigan's going to be there, newly acquired from Washington.
I didn't want to see you go, buddy. I didn't want to see you go. I'm just gonna put it out there.
It's been a while. I don't think they have it together.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic about Carolina having it together, but two teams I don't think have put everything together. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't have a good prediction for that. It could go either way. That's how I think. Minnesota at Carolina. I think Kirk can throw the ball. Justin Jefferson's a monster. Adam Thielen's a monster. I don't know. I don't think Kirk has to throw dimes to get it to them. Dalvin Cook's there. Their offense is rolling. I feel like if they got anything close to any success they've been having. Defense, Harrison Smith, great safety. They don't have the corner anymore. Rhodes isn't there anymore.
No, he just left.
I'm not afraid of their defense. I can't think of anyone.
And see, this is the thing. Being a diehard Washington fan, I'm going to tell you this. Kurt's going to throw for 300 to 400 yards. Yeah. But Kurt's also going to have an opportunity to win the game late, and he's going to throw an interception.
Okay.
And so you guys keep him late and put the pressure on him. Kirk, it's what I've seen. No disrespect, but it's what I've seen from him playing with us for years.
So it sounds like it's going to be a shootout. But again, we'll see what can Sam play.
Yeah.
That'll be, man, that's like week 4 or 5. You got to turn it on right there, man. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Kirk just because he has more experience with his team, and Justin Jefferson and Thielen can make up for deficiencies. I feel like, and Dalvin Cook too. So I'm gonna give it to them for that one. Then we got Carolina at New York. Oh right,
Giants.
We're gonna destroy them.
Ooh.
I don't care who's on the team. Yeah, I don't care who's on the team. We're gonna destroy them.
Wow.
Moving on.
Bold prediction.
Moving on.
Giants are getting crushed.
Then we got Carolina at Atlanta. NFC South.
No more Julio.
No Julio. Thank God.
But you got Kyle Pitts.
Still got Kyle Pitts. We'll see. Man, he's been hyped up to be the best receiver. So we'll see if he lives up. Can Matty Ice still throw the ball? Defense. I don't know standouts on their defense. They got who do they got? They got is Shaq Barrett there? Or is he from Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I know they had Count O'Neal who went to the
O'Neal. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think they and their coach Quinn.
Yeah,
and now Cowboy.
Okay.
Right.
So they got a new coach.
Yeah.
So it looks like Matt Ryan's their only consistent piece and returning veteran type piece that I can think of off top. Man, a lot of these are can we play, right? If Sam can deliver the ball correctly, I think we got a lot of them.
A lot of those, from what you said, a lot of those could go either way. They're 50-50 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really depends if you can close it in the end.
It's clicking.
Right.
So I'm gonna give it to us just because of people I can't. Losing Julio should be tough for Matt. He's a vet, but still losing Julio for anyone makes me think you have to readjust some more. Can it be a Tom Brady? Can you throw it to the unknowns and Kyle?
Right.
Can Kyle fill in Julio's shoes? You know, we'll see. New England at Carolina is next. Cam's coming back into our house.
Return. First and foremost, do they boo him or do they cheer him?
You got to cheer him.
I guess.
How dirty Carolina did Cam. I've seen nothing but Cam support from Carolina fans.
You got you.
I hope he's playing. It would be a beautiful, epic, poetic game. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I think they might have it. If Cam plays, Mac, this will be like week 7, Mac Jones, with how quickly he's picking up, how Belichick he's like. I'm not, again, it's all in theory. We haven't seen him play. But the combination between those two, I'm thinking a Taysom Hill, Breeze kind of situation, with someone who's really good at throwing and someone who can just option run it up. Belichick's schemes, and then the entire, barn they ship in
like a dual quarterback system,
possibly dual quarterback. Something I don't, with how smart Belichick is offensively and what I believe Matt could be, what Cam's assets are. I don't think if Max is starting at this point, I don't think Cam's on bench. I think Cam's in there somehow. If Cam's starting, I don't know. I think Mac can deliver down just from, okay, it's all theory, but I'm just playing it out in my head. I think you don't really keep Mac on bench either, especially week 7. And then with all the weapons you have, especially if Cam's missing, we'll see. But I don't know, man. Assuming our defense, I think it's gonna be a shootout. I think assuming our defense is on all cylinders, firing, doing what they usually do with Jaycee Horn's addition, he's meshing in. I think we have a good chance, but I think it's gonna be a shootout, especially since it's our home game. Yeah, we'll see.
And the whole Cam return, that thing, I think is gonna put that those emotions are gonna come into play, and I think it's gonna come down to Cam Dean.
Right.
And that's, he would want it that way.
And Cam plays with a chip on his shoulder, so since we did him dirty, we're gonna have to incur what we,
he still misses Carolina, right? Or does
he, man, as far as I know, he misses the people. He doesn't miss what the front office did to him. Same with Greg Olsen, man.
Shout out to Greg.
Prayers up to Greg and his fam with his son. Let's see. Carolina at Arizona. Arizona's an interesting team. They just got
built up.
They just got
JJ Watt.
Who? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Come
JJ Watt.
on,
Who's the guy they just drafted? I forget. They just drafted a guy. They got Isaiah Simmons last year.
They didn't get a running back though. Did they?
No. They got a defensive player. I can't remember who it was. But they got those two people. You got Larry and Fitz, or Larry Fitz, and you got DeAndre on the other side, and then you got the Jackrabbit himself. I'm blanking. What's his name? The quarterback.
The quarterback.
Oh,
Kyler Murray.
You got Murray throwing and running for his life. Hail Murray. I think it's a sleeper team. I think with that leadership on defense with JJ Watt, I think they're going to be real positive this year, especially week like 8 or 9. I don't know where we're at. I think they're going to be clicking. I really think they're going to be strong. They're going to be clicking. The young Cliff Kingsbury with Kyler Murray. I think they're like 3 years in. They know each other well. They're competitive.
This could be a playoff run.
Right.
At that particular point, that's when you're starting to think playoffs. They're going to need to start turning it on.
And I don't think people are talking about Arizona like that, but I'm looking at them like they're going to go. So I don't know. I'm gonna
real quick. We do have some Giants fans listening. We did shout out the Panthers Giants game, and it was a unanimous decision. The Giants were not going to show up for that. We're not going to win. So
What about the Jets?
Oh, they play the Jets first week. You're a Jets fan?
Anything New York.
Okay.
Hey, can Jets and Giants fan? Yo, stay tuned. We're gonna bring that. We're gonna bring that out. We don't need to talk about that. Jets and Giants. I thought they didn't like each other. Hold on.
Me and born and raised in the South Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have no shootouts?
In the East Bronx,
It wasn't the South Bronx, Kim.
East Bronx. East.
No,
Wow.
if we walk across that bridge where we at in Harlem,
Right.
the Willis Avenue Bridge.
Shout out to our fans checking us out today, man. Get it in. Go ahead.
Next up, Washington at Carolina.
Might go to that game, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember y'all day
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's still playing it. Wait, what week is this?
This is like 10, maybe.
Fitz historically plays 8 good games.
Okay.
You know, maybe a 6-2, maybe a 5-3. Then historically, he just.
We're going to see if Heineke earned his contract.
Yes.
He's going to be in there.
We just need one. Just one game, Heineke.
Got
Kyle Allen could show up. Steven Montez on our practice squad.
Who you got on offense though?
Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, and running back. We got Scary Terry McLaurin, monster. Curtis Samuel,
Curtis Samuel from Carolina.
From you guys.
Yeah.
And we got De'Ami Brown from North Carolina, that wide receiver.
We are running back.
Antonio Gibson from Memphis, and J.D. McKissick. Lamar Miller from Houston. He's played for Houston. Peyton Barber. We have him, and we got this cat that played for University of Buffalo called Jared Patterson. Not sure if he will be on the running back. Not sure if he'll be on the practice squad or if we'll retain him as one on the depth chart. But he's pretty solid. So we're honestly in the same boat.
And then defense though, you got Montez Sweat and the boy.
But think about this. We are one injury away from really struggling. If Chase Young or Montez Sweat goes down, God forbid, our backups are Casey Toohill.
Who you got for secondary?
So we shout out to Willie Jackson. We just picked him up from the Bengals. Shout out to Benjamin.
Cornerback?
Yeah, he's a corner.
Okay.
Benjamin St. Juice. We got Landon Collins.
Okay.
Watch out, Cat. They're playing field games. They're playing water. And it's getting wet over here. We have a technical difficulty, ladies and gentlemen.
Move it.
Come on. Oh, my goodness. Technical difficulties. But that's what happens here on Father's Day 2021. We're out here to have fun, man. We're out here to celebrate our fathers. And we're talking about the Panthers. Tune in. We will be talking about the daggone New York Giants soon. I don't know why we need to spend any time on him, but I need to get my brother on here because he apparently has a lot to say. Back to the schedule.
So everything you got on Washington. Washington's coming to Carolina. Yeah. What do you think?
I have us losing that one.
It was losing that one?
Because we're coming to Carolina and Fitzpatrick, I don't trust will still be top tier at that point. Okay. I think we're gonna go into the quarterback what's it called? The quarterback carousel in this moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We're one quarterback away. We're gonna beat the Giants on Thursday night. Well, hey, back to y'all because I don't need to talk about this man right now.
So I don't know about that one. I don't have us winning that one strong. If we do pull it out, I think it might be low scoring because
again, all on Darnold's play. Right? Like, it's all about Darnold. If he's playing good, then And
if everybody's healthy, depending on how we're doing, so it's late in the season now. You have to consider.
It's hard to gauge those.
All right. So next, November 28th, we have Carolina at Miami. Okay, Miami Dolphins. Jalen Waddle and Tua time. Being the new combo. A whole lot of defense. They just drafted that edge rusher from Miami or from the University of Miami.
Yep.
I can't remember his name. That's kind of scary. He looks big. I'm not gonna lie. Miami showed out last season. They have Gesicki, their tight end, I believe. Yep. He was doing pretty good from what I saw. Gesicki.
Yep.
That I don't know what to think about them. I know they went like 8. They were like 8 wins up late in the season. So it looked like Tua was playing. They had Fitzmagic.
They had Fitzmagic early. Tua took over. Yeah.
Okay, but Tua took over.
But that defense, they have Xavier Howard. That he led the league in interceptions.
Oh
a year ago.
Right.
He was a monster, but he's definitely asking for a lot more money than I think he got. So that might be an issue. Their defense, remember, they had. I don't believe he's holding out. I think he's still in camp, but he was still talking about getting a contract.
Okay.
You remember they had that game a year ago. They ended up losing it against the Kansas City Chiefs. Remember they went up on them like 21-0 because that defense was killer. So.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If they get that same defense, shout out to the coach Flores.
Okay.
Brothers taking care of business. Shout out to him. If they get that defense going, and Tua has a good second year, that's the other side. Okay. Tua's playing 16 full this year, so hopefully, injury, God forbid,
having Jalen Waddle might be good. His old receiver, safety blanket, helping him ease in. He has
Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker, does he have 2 years? This is his second year?
This is the second year.
Second year, so he's going in with a little more confidence. Fitzmagic I've been seeing him coach up on the sideline while he was there.
Yep.
So hopefully he steps in with a little more confidence, having a great defense and adding another big defensive piece, high draft pick. Yep. University of Miami could only, I assume,
stays home, so he loves that.
Right. I can only assume he's happy. They're gonna add to the success of the defense. We'll see. I mean, I think they might go good. They might be playoff bound this year. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who's next? We have Atlanta, the rematch. Atlanta at Carolina this time. I'm gonna call it a win. I don't think they got enough. I don't believe in Kyle Pitts yet. We'll see if he's really showing out, if he's doing Julio numbers, if he's healthy first year, if he's a standout, if he's doing like another good receiver did last year on their first year. More power to you. But if he can do all that by himself, just him and Matt Ryan, without a super notable defense against our team, which should have cylinders clicking at this time and all of our weapons, barring injury from any of them, and Sam playing at least decently, giving CMC the ball, or hypothetically, I don't see Atlanta pulling it out, especially since NFC South. I'm just gonna give it to Carolina on that one. Carolina at Buffalo. Okay. No. On paper, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's a monster.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs is a monster. Shoot.
Cole Beasley ain't bad.
Cole Beasley. I heard about something him on the news.
Yeah, I think he's actually get a contract.
Stuff. I don't know.
Is he COVID protocol?
I don't know. I saw him possibly opting out. I don't know what it is. I saw something. Yeah. But still, that offense, since Josh has been putting it together in his third?
I think it's fourth. His fourth year. Yeah.
Fourth season. I don't know who they have on defense. I know they have pretty good linemen, defensive linemen.
They have Trey Waynes. They have what's that guy? Kenzie.
Josh Norman's still there.
Yeah, Josh Norman.
So yeah, their team has just been pretty darn successful. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Yeah. I'm gonna give that a loss.
I got them going the distance. Yeah. I got them going all the way.
And they were close last year.
Right, they were a championship. And they got up on KC.
And then we have second and last game, Carolina at New Orleans. I'm giving that to us. I think late in the season, I'm not confident in Jameis. Taysom, I don't know if he can play up to the caliber that they want him to. If Jameis doesn't pan out, people are hyping Jameis. Late in the season, rivalry game. If we're clicking at that point, which optimistically, hopefully we are, I think we have that one. And then final game, Tampa Bay. We're playing Tampa Bay. No, we're gonna.
Well, they might be resting their players.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, if they're going to the playoffs, if they repeat, they might be resting their guys.
If Tom's out, if they're resting all 22 starters that came back miraculously. If all 22 are out, yep, we're but if they're resting players, if they're resting Tom, who they got? Blaine Gabbert as the backup. No, Blaine's not beating us. If Tom's in, okay.
Now they did also pick up Kyle Trask, the quarterback from Florida. I don't think he's gonna.
So they were hyping him up, but I heard that might be blowing smoke, trying to get Tom.
Well, because he dropped. He was first. He was like one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the draft, and then somewhere between, like I would say, March and April, his draft stock just dropped, plummeted, and nobody really knows why. So that could be a.
So I heard in camp, Belichick Bruce Arians was giving him, nothing but A grades.
Yeah.
Granted, I know we haven't talked about the Packers yet, but there was a guy who was giving Jordan Love a terrible review, and the next day he gave him a stellar review.
Right.
So I don't know how faithful these guys are when it comes to camp reports.
Well, hey, it's like my man Ab, the shirtless wonder on Watching Football Weekly says, practice? Are we talking about practice? Come on now. It's just so it is that. We are hyping this up. It is practice. But because they said the same thing about Fitzpatrick. I heard them say one day Fitzpatrick is impeccably accurate, and the next day they're saying he couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like this is just practice, just stuff for us to talk about. But yeah, I mean, who knows? You know, and at this time of the season, there it is. So what are you thinking? What kind of season are you thinking? 8-9, 9-8, like 10-7.
Maybe a little bit better than our bad years. Maybe like a 9-7.
Okay.
Maybe like if we get in, we're squeezing in.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody lost who wasn't supposed to lose, and
Gotcha.
we squeezed in. Give Sam a little bit of taste of playoff life.
Right.
You know, I'm not optimistic. I'd be more optimistic if we have Justin, but nah, I'm saying rebuild kind of year. Okay. Just get Sam in, get his feet wet. Hopefully he's playing, and we'll see what happens next year.
I can see it. Before we go, man, CMC. Is he comeback player of the year this year?
Comeback player of the year this year. Who else we got possible candidates?
CMC was in there. Saquon. Joe Burrow. Who else was out for half the year? Dak. He's in the mix. So I think those are your top four. There was one more person that was out. I think it was like maybe Bosa, yeah, for San Francisco.
San Diego?
Nick Bosa, yeah, from San Francisco. He was out most of the year. So those five, they're saying, you know, was one of those getting comeback player of the year. I think it's leaning towards Dak. America's team, it's Dak Prescott. You know, you can already paint that one.
You know what? To be honest, I don't think CMC. I think CMC is going to play well. Mm-hmm. To be perfectly honest, coming out of college, I wasn't even hype on CMC, so he blew my expectations out of the water.
He did that for a lot of people.
I don't know if shout out to is that Ron Rivera who drafted him? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ron Rivera over at Washington. Don't know why we let him go. But
we like him.
Here's the thing. I don't know how good he's gonna be back. He's a skinnier guy. I feel like I don't know how he's gonna come off an injury. If I had to put my money on it, I'm taking Saquon. I'm taking Saquon. I'm taking Dak. I'm taking one of those to come back. Saquon always seems solid to me. I think he's just a monster if he's good. And Dak is a miracle worker in my eyes. As much as I don't like Dallas, I think they really got to start with Dak. So.
Completely agree. I completely agree. Yeah, no pun intended is right. Yo, that's what's up. Yo, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely agree with you, man. I'm seeing wild card game, us potentially meeting y'all in the wild card, doing something of that nature. You win the division.
What's that?
You win the division this year.
We win the division?
Yeah.
I think if not, we have second. I think there's too many people in our division rebuilding. Tom's at top. If somehow, man, miracles will have to happen. I think we have a strong second. Yeah. And for a rebuild year to come second in division, I'll take it every day of the week.
Right. I get that. Yo, we do have one person that wants to say hi before we check out. That's our beautiful mother. That's it. You're live, mother. You're live on YouTube. Thank you. You came in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so definitely tune in. We're going to be bringing Jared on more towards the fall once we get the game going. We're going to talk about potentially going to that Panthers Washington game. We went to one a couple years back. It wasn't the best for me at my home. The sad conversation. It was a sad trip back home on that one. But shout out to my brother. Appreciate you coming on the show, doing this. Check us out, man. We will definitely be with you soon, man. Happy Father's Day to you. And deuces.